So welcome everyone, and welcome to World of Wildlife. Welcome to some of those new people that we haven't seen before. I'm hoping that this becomes something regular in your calendar. That would be an awesome thing. We meet on the 10th of every single month. The time changes and our guest speaker changes. So we talk about all sorts of different things that are wildlife based. I'm going to share my screen now because I start with telling you a little bit about an introduction of what I've been doing this month. After that, I'll pass over to our guest speaker today, Elliot Leach, who's going to tell us all about listening to birds, which is really, really exciting for me. So for those of you I don't know, I'm the author of several books about wildlife. The first one I wrote was Saving Sun Bears, which tells the adventure story and biography of Dr. Wong Suti, who shares this hosting this event with me. Once I'd written that as part of my Doctor of Creative Arts degree, I then wrote 6 books about his adventures with different species in the jungles of Borneo. So each one follows a different species. And the one that's more bird oriented is the fig wasp. We talk about all the smaller animals in the rainforest and the biodiversity in the rainforest. So these the Wildlife Wong series was shortlisted for an Australian Educational Publishing Award, of which I'm really, really proud. And I'm now writing the next book in my series. So this is a little bit of an update on that one. So Curious Kai Asks Why is my next children's book. Curious Kai tells the story about a young girl who in the middle of a storm, she loses her best friend, and she thinks that maybe Dr. Dom, who's been one of our speakers, can help her find him. She goes out with Dr. Dom and finds all sorts of amazing things she learns about birds. And then she realizes that maybe she can learn a lot from other animals, which will help her save the world. So off she goes to do that, meeting various scientists, real scientists along her way around Queensland. So I'm going to tell you more and more about this one as we go, but there's a little bit of a slight cover reveal coming up there. I'll tell you more as we go. All right, what's been going on for me this month? I've been really head down, bum up, working on Curious Kai this month, but I do have a few things coming up in the next week or 2 or 3 that I'd like to highlight, I guess. I have a couple of book signings coming up. Caloundra Bookshop, I'll be there for this week, this Sunday, the 13th, from 9 till 11. So if anyone's in the Caloundra region and you'd like to pop by and say hello to me and my puppet Pongo, you're very welcome to say hello. That'd be great. And then I'm doing another one the following Sunday at Annie's Bookshop in Perigian on the 20th from 10 till 12. So yeah, come and say hello. It's always nice to have someone to chat to, although Pongo does draw in the crowds a bit, which is quite fun. Another thing that Elliot and I are sharing coming up is the planting. So the planting is run by the Woodward Folk Festival. It was a regular event on the calendar every year, and it was dropped recently, and the planting is back. So this is a time for people who are really, really excited about Woodford to go and actually give back to the Woodford site. It's for those of you who are not in Australia or not in the Sunshine Coast, Woodford is the largest folk festival in the Southern Hemisphere, and I've been going to Woodford since Amber was in a little pouch on my front. So Amber is now 25 years old, and this year was her 2nd year volunteering at Woodford. So yeah, it's been something that's on my regular calendar. And last year I was very excited for my first year actually being a presenter at Woodford. Now I'm a presenter at the planting coming up. So this is a talk that I'll be doing on the Sunday of the planting, and Elliot, the day before, will be doing a bird walk from 6 a.m. till 8 a.m. So if anyone is going to Woodford, and I seriously recommend that you get up early and join Elliot on one of those bird walks, because it's a real eye-opener.
Hi, all. I'm sorry I won't be able to join this month meeting. Obviously, right now it is 5 a.m. in the morning when you hear this video. But Sarah asked me to do a short recording about what was going on for the last week, for the last month. So exactly, this is exactly what I'm doing right now. So I think for the last month, few things happen. I think the most exciting news about for the last month is, remember last month on the 10th of March, we released Itam back into the forest, and then so far we have received 3 batches of location from her, and then the latest one was actually on the 6th of April. She has been running around the release site in Tabin Wildlife Reserve, which is good news for her that she's still running around. And then let me show you the location. Uh, yeah, and so finger crossed that she is continue running wild and explore the forest. So remember, it has been a month now. So this is the one that we received on the 2nd of April. Yeah, on the 2nd of April. So yeah, not sure you can see that. This is her location. The latest, let me see. I'm not sure you can see it clearly. The green dots right in the here is the release site at the mud volcano, and the red dots is where she is until the 6th of April. So she has been zigzagging her location, and then still in the whole area, and then that whole area actually is within the primary forest. We call the core area of Tabit Wildlife Reserve. So finger crossed. She has been all on her own for the last month, and then so she's running well, so which is good. And then as for Tinom, we see her getting more and more independent. And then lately, receive report from the field saying that she is more and more independent, and sometimes she might not respond to call, and sometimes she may dash off without caring or without waiting for our team to tag along with her. So she's getting more and more independent, and I suspect that one day soon she will be not coming back to her camp, and then I will spend a night in the forest, and when the next day we'll find her again, and then she may come back for a night or two, and then after that she dash off again and slowly become more and more independent. And this is the process of rehabilitation. And right now, Tinom is more than 2 years old now. She's slowly to get more and more independent. So it is good that they behave this kind of behaviors, getting more and more independent. So finger crossed that these two soft release bear are doing well. And then also from the last month, what is going on here? Last month, I'm traveling around as well. I went to Penang for family matters. Yeah. And then as you know, last March on the 12th, we launched our 10-year Sunday action plan, which is quite exciting because we have been working on this plan before the pandemic. So it has been um, a while now. And then so finally we have had this action plan done and supported. But well, actually, this is a government document, although we helps to develop this whole thing, and it is a Sabah Wildlife Department action plan to conserve sun bear for Sabah within the next 10 years. So there is a series of work mentioned over here, and then in general, the action plan can be divided into two different sections. One is about the non-specific action, non-site specific action, and the other one is site specific action. And then within the non-site specific action, which means that all of the work, all of the actions that mentioned here have to be implemented across Sabah. Like say, for example, goal number 1 is eliminate illegal exploitation of sun bears. Goal number 2 is protect and restore sun bear habitat and population. Goal number 3 is devise and employ method to reliably monitor trends in sunbear population, and goal number 4 is maximize the contribution of exceeded sunbear populations, and goal number 6 is increase cross-sectional support and collaboration for sunbear conservation. And then so these are the 5 non-site specific priority actions. And then whereas the site specific action, we emphasize several sites, and say, for example, let's say, for example, Tabin Wildlife Reserve, yeah, which is the site where we release the 12 rehab barriers. It's an important site-specific priority actions because it is a big protected forest with no people live in there. And then 2 years ago, we started the Tabin Sunbear project in that area. I recall it, yes. And then and this is another considered as very important site. And then the other important site is the Southwest complex. In Sabah map, if you look at the Sabah map, Southwest area have a series of forest reserve over there. And then that also, the area has been not well studied and not well surveyed. And we hope that with this action plan, can spend more time and effort to survey the sunbear presence and try to learn about, what is going on with the sunbear in that population or in that area, and in the hope that they can survive for a long, long time, because that population, I'm sure it is connected to the Sarawak and also Brunei, and then again, these are the so-called the borderline Brunei, Sarawak, and also Kalimantan as well. So it's pretty important population for sun bears in Borneo, so to speak. So yeah, so hopefully we manage to do the plans that we are planning to do, and hopefully everything's go well and go right. So I think that's it for me. And yeah, so I cannot take any questions. And then, but feel free to drop me a line on my social media or Facebook. And if you have any questions also, or email me at wongsiew@hotmail.com. If you have any questions. If not, I'll see you next month on May 10th. Pretty exciting times because next month on the May 16th, we are celebrating the International Sun Bear Day. There will be a series of activities happening on that day, including I'll do a virtual tour that I brings everybody to come and visit the site for about 1.5 hours in the morning, local time in Malaysia. So if you happen to have the times, and you can follow me online, I will stream it on Facebook, so everybody can see it. Okay, so I that's it for me. I'll pass the mic to Sarah.